aufziehen, aber keine Chance.
Fotografiere mich selber.
Ja, du hast trotzdem keine.
Ja, also.
Weil man weiß ja nicht, was du auf deinem Display machst.
Es braucht auch keinen Mann, dir das zu sagen. Ich habe dir schon gesagt, kannst du bitte unter.
Well, that kinda turned out to be like not the pleasant end. I was like not so good in the mood to go out anyway, but still I really want to succeed in my 7 days going out thing. But by filming me and like making like sounds into my microphone, like the bartender like came to me and were like, "Yeah, shut the thing off." I couldn't understand that. Like I didn't even like film anyone but me, so they were like really like crazy. It's like, well, that results into me having like even a worse feeling in going out, and I sincerely hope that this is going to be better next day and the day after that. But I developed the feeling that going out alone for me is like currently like not the thing I will start to enjoy. Oh yeah. Well, about what else happened tonight, I'm gonna record tomorrow, but it's going to be all in one clip, so see you in a sec, but by daylight. So, change of scenery. Now you see me in the kitchen, and another angle than in the kitchen before, to make it a little bit more different, change it a little bit how you look at me. And listening to my boring field report of the 7-day adventure, if you can call it like this. So, well, yesterday it was not pleasant. In the end, it was like 100% not pleasant, because while filming myself and like intended to say something into the mic and like making like some music into the mic, I really like got unpolite asked to turn that thing off. And actually this was not the problem of having like be asked to turn off the recording device. It was like the way the lady she came to me like in such a really unpolite and manner. This is like, I hate it. I never will understand why people doing that. I mean, if there were no sign nowhere. Apparently there's like some sign outside I haven't seen, like a tiny sticker or so. And but why can't she just not come and ask me? And really like this just added to my mood of that I really don't like to go out alone. So yesterday I was to the Belmar location again, and on Sundays there is swing dance party. And I tried to learn swing dance like a year ago, and I didn't fail, but I'm like not a natural in swing dancing either. And ever since then I intended to start again, but there is like currently no class available for beginners in Berlin, at least not to my knowledge. So I went there and thought like, well, this night's not going to be hitting on women or like just going out, but that I can maybe try like to remember like one or two moves from my dancing classes. And this was apparently also like not a good idea. So when I went there, before I really have to tell you that I was here lying in the bed, like really, it was a really, really depressive mood. And I really had like no desire at all to go out. And normally I wouldn't have, but the challenge keeps me going. And I knew that I would step my foot out of the door, but there were no good mood at all. Also when I finally arrived at the location and heard the music, and I really like swing music, there were like I wasn't able to get in the mood. So I entered, and then I spoke first to a friend of a friend who also dances swing dance. And we chatted like for a minute or so. But she actually, like, it was the first time that she smiled at me, because I did like more than hello, my name is routine. So Mandy, she's called apparently. So she even smiled and laughed a little bit, because I told her about the common friend. She's like currently traveling the world, and what happens to her. She was like in an earthquake and survived. Nothing happened, but the Mandy, she didn't know. But she knew that our common friend were like in the area. So it was like already like a good topic to talk. So after that I thought like, well, just let's get in the mood. So I was standing in front of the bar waiting for the waitress to realize that I'm there. And the same waitress, who was like very unpolite to me like later, also like let me stand there for like 15 minutes or 20. And she definitely, I mean, I'm huge. Like, how can she like not see me? Yeah, so there were like a lot of customers like ordering stuff before me, until I finally could place my caffeine order. Ah well, so I bought a Club Mate, and then we're standing there alone, like a creepy guy standing there alone, doing alone things, which means looking at other people and try to have a good time. Well, then I don't know, like a couple of minutes later, like a Spanish couple arrived, 2 girls, and I tried to talk to them, but even though she opened up, and I really could have talked to her, like I could have done like the game routine, I was like so much not in the mood that I thought, fuck it. So it's not that I actually ran out of things to say, but I ran out of the desire to things to say. This turns out to be a problem. So to run out of things to say, okay, when you're nervous, but like if you just not have the desire to talk to people, like to be social, like why should you like even like talk to a lady? So, and during the night I talked to 2 further women who actually swing dance, and I told told them like my story, that I started to learn it, and then I can never bring me to like actually go on the dance floor, and whether she are willing like to show me something, and one refused. She were like, nah, I'm not good either, so I'm like not good in it. And the other, she were kind of waiting that I do the step, and like finally she said, well, just approach me in case you decide that you want to try. And then I never did. I like this happened, like everything happened in steps of like 20 minutes or so. So that in the end I were sitting like on the sofa and like just watching over the room that were like going more and more empty. I mean, when I came like at 11, there were like maybe 50 people there. Like in the end, when I left, there were maybe 20 or 15. So it were like in the end quite empty. Oh, I just remember like one good thing still happened like short before I went away. There were like this woman, she's like not my type, like, I mean, she's not fat, but she's not slim either. She does not have a nice ass, and especially her face is like, just looks worn out now. That's like so mean to say. She's probably a very nice person. She's like just not my type, but anyway, I thought at least I can. Why not smile at her and like look her in the eyes? And she looked me in the eyes, and really like this was interesting. When I remembered, because she were like really like staring me in the eye, and like not for 5 seconds, not for 5 seconds, but it felt like 20 seconds. And this is like interesting because I remember this video where like they say that this looking in the eye is like already like the first shit test for a lot of women. And so really like she were looking me in the eye for so long, and I'm not gonna refuse looking women in the eyes anymore. I mean, maybe I gonna reject like by reflex, but if I'm like aware what I'm doing, then I'm gonna in the eye, like as long as it takes that she looks away, establishing male dominance. And then she were like smiling at me, and she smiled at me later a bit more, but you know what I should have done, and it's like approaching her and like saying stuff to her. So in the end she left, and short before I left as well. Yeah, well, all in all, it's a mixture of that I actually can be proud of myself, and also that I'm feeling like a motherfucking depressed loser. Yeah, so going out alone, this is like really like a shit experience. I cannot really understand why they recommend to do that for the beginners in the early stage of like learning to be social. Maybe it's like jumping into the cold water or so. Well, tonight we're gonna go to another thing in the Kulturbrauerei, I guess, and I hope I will have a wing again. And really, yesterday when I went home, I was like so depressed. Like the first time I could understand why the instructors from RSD, like when they tell about how they came up with this social thing, this hitting on women, this pickup game thing, why they told that every once in a while it happens that they went home from a club and felt like the last loser and like went home crying. And like some of them, they said that they actually went home crying. And this is like the feeling I had yesterday. I mean, I didn't cry, and I haven't cried in years, I guess, except for like very touching movies or so. And but really, like this feeling yesterday, this was like so unpleasant. And this is gonna happen to you too if you're a newbie and like seeing that and thinking about doing this crap as well. And so in a sensitive mood, I'm gonna leave you now, and you are going to see my next report tomorrow.